Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome sa ating Financial Statement Analysis University of Regina Club, prepared by Robinson Acabal and Rana May Acabal. So, by the way, this PowerPoint presentation was made by Rana May Acabal, and my task is to discuss the PowerPoint presentation because she is on travel. We will proceed with introduction. So, introduction. The introduction statement analysis of University of Regina Club aims to provide a comprehensive assessment of its financial health and operation efficiency by examining the various financial ratio and key performance indicator. This analysis seeks to highlight the club strength and identity areas for potential improvement. So, by the way, this is our caselet in University of Regina Club. So, ang ang source nila ng income is catering and hotels. So, nagkaproblema sila. Bakit? Sapat na nagkaproblema sila sa financial management. So that is why with this PowerPoint presentation, we will discuss what will be happening. So first, we will discuss with the statement of the problem. So the University of Regina face challenges in managing the financial resources effectively despite of showing strong liquidity and efficient receivable management. The club struggle with low net profitability due to high operating expense. So although meron silang mga income, so meron silang problema with the high operating expenses. This analysis aims to uncover the underlying issues affecting the profitability and provide strategic recommendation to enhance the club financial stability and operational performance. So we will proceed with the in this meron tayong financial ratio analysis. So para ma-check natin kung healthy ba yung business ng University of Regina or any kind of business, so we will encounter this financial ratio analysis. So by the way, the definition of financial ratio were calculated from the financial statement. So galing sa financial statement natin of a business, provide a picture of the financial health of the company. So this ratio could be divided into several categories. So based on the type of information they provide. So meron tayong apat na example dito. We have the liquidity ratio, activity ratio, financial leverage ratio, and profitability ratio. Here in liquidity ratio, so the liquidity ratio which provide information from ability of a business to meet its short-term liability include the current and quick assets. So ibig sabihin dito, gaano siya ka-liquid. So ilang sinusukat dito kung yung short-term kaya niya bang mabayaran yung utang niya. So, tinitingnan dito yung liquidity or the cash flow, paano sa kabilis magbayad. Next, we have the activity ratio. The activity ratio which provide information on how well the business was managing the assets. So, dito naman tinitingnan yung asset. So, include the total asset turnover ratio, the receivable turnover ratio, and the inventory turnover ratio. So, ibig sabihin kung gaano na-utilize ng business yung kanyang asset. So, next, we will have the financial leverage ratio. Here in financial leverage ratio, provide information about the debt, financing employee of the business, and also ability to serve that the debt. The leverage and the Taylor wanted to calculate and analyze the debt ratio and the debt to quality ratio and the interest coverage ratio. Ibig sabihin dito, paano mo na-leverage dito or paano mo naayos yung pag-handle ng finances. Next, we have the profitability ratio. So, gaano ka-profitable naman po tinitingnan dito kung gaano ka-profitable yung business. So, welcome back. So, we will proceed with the financial ratio analysis, profitability ratio. So, as the name suggested, the profitability ratio provide the information how profitable the business was and the include of the gross and the net profit margin. So, tinitingnan po dito. Then we have the financial position. So, makikita natin dito, this is the data given by the book. We pick the 2016 data. So, the current asset, we have the $138,500. Current liability, we have the $31,298. The total asset, we have $151,278. The total liability and the equity during 2016, we have the $151,278. Also, we have the income statement summary. So, this is the summary. The net sales, we have 294,664. The cost of goods sold is 176,438. The gross profit, we have $117,626. And the net income, we have $5,000. So, first thing to do, we will discuss with the liquidity ratio. So, the liquidity ratio, this is, yun nga, sa liquidity ratio, gaano siya kabilis magbayad with his or her liabilities. So, makikita natin yung formula dito. We have the current asset versus the current liability. So, 138,500 divide natin ng 31,298 and we will get the current ratio of 4.43. So, anong ibig sabihin? So, ang interpretation niyan, the current ratio of 4.43 indicates that the club has $4.43 in current asset for every $1 current liability. Ibig sabihin, na-utilize niya yung asset. This strong liquidity position suggests that the club comfortably met the shortage obligation. So, kaya naman niya mag-pay. Next, in the liquidity ratio, we have the quick ratio. So, tinitingnan dito, the current asset minus the inventory, divide natin ng current liabilities. So, we have 38,500 minus natin ng inventory of 20,339 over 31,298 and we will get the quick ratio of 3.78. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? The 3.68, which include the inventory, indicates that the club has 3.78 in liquid asset for every $1 of current liabilities. To further explain, it confirms that the club is strong liquidity position. So, yan. Next, we will have the activity ratio. The activity ratio, so first niya, tinitingnan natin is the total asset turnover. So, the formula of total asset turnover is equal to the total operating revenue divide na the total asset. So, ibig sabihin, 294,064 operating revenue, i-divide natin ng the average total asset, we have that 3,875. So, we will get the turnover asset, total asset turnover of 1.98. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? The total asset turnover of 198 means that the club generates $1, $1.94 in sales for every $1 dollar of assets. So, this suggests the efficient use of asset to generate revenue. So, makikita natin with the data. So, the University of Regina can generate income. Next, we have the receivable turnover. So, the receivable turnover, the formula is the total operating revenue, i-divide natin ng average account receivable. So we have the 294,000 Z4, divide natin ng 3,875 and we will get the 75.91 receivable turnover. So anong ibig sabihin nito? The interpretation said that the turnover receivable ratio of 75.91 days indicates that the club collect a receivable approximately 76 times a year. So this high turnover suggests effective credit policy and efficient collection process. So ibig sabihin, madali lang silang makakollect. Biruin mo 75 times a year. So ganyan. And next we will have the average collection period. The average collection period is equals to days in period of 1 year. So, in 1 year, we have 365 days over the receivable turnover yung nasolve natin kanina. So, 365 days over 75.91 days. So, we will get the 4.81 days na average collection period. Anong ibig sabihin nito? So, the average collection period of 4.81 days indicates that the club collect payment from the customer very quickly. So, ang dali na lang makakollect ng payments about with 5 days on average. So, ibig sabihin in 5 days, makollect na lang yung kailangang i-collect. Next, we have the inventory turnover. So, the inventory turnover is equals to the cost of goods sold average over average inventory. So, we have 176,438 over 20,339. So, makukuha natin yung 8.67. So, anong ibig sabihin? So, yung 8.67 na inventory turnover means that the club sale and replace its inventory approximately 8.67 times a year. This suggests the efficient inventory management. So, meaning, mabilis silang makapag-replace of the inventory nila. It suggests that 9 times a year or 8.67 times. So, days in inventory. So, days in inventory is equals to the days period per year. We have 365 days over inventory turnover. So, we have 365 days over 8.67 days. So, makukuha natin yung 42.10 days. So, anong ibig sabihin ng 42.10 days? The days in the inventory of 42.10 days indicate, or 42 days indicate that on the average inventory stay on hand about 42 days before the being sold. So meaning if may isang product yung inventory natin, yung buong inventory naglalas lang siya ng 42 days for being sold lahat. So this a reasonable period suggesting effective inventory management. Ibig sabihin maganda yung management ng inventory. Next, we will have the financial leverage ratio. So, the debt ratio. So, dito naman, tinitingnan kung paano yung debt ratio. So, sa utang na side. So, the debt ratio is equals to the total debt over the total asset. So, tinitingnan dito kung mas malaki ba yung utang kaysa sa pumapasok na pera or the asset. So, 31,298 over 151,278, we can get 0.21. So, anong ibig sabihin ng 0.21? So, the interpretation, the debt ratio of 0.21 means 21% of the club asset are financed by debt. So, ibig sabihin, yung 21% ng asset nila is galing utang. So, this low total indicate a strong financial position and lower financial risk. So, maganda yung debt ratio nila. Tapos na po tayo sa debt ratio and we will proceed with debt to equity ratio. So, anong ibig sabihin ng debt to equity ratio? Debt equity ratio, so the total debt over total equity. So equity is the owner's equity, yung kanyang capital or kanyang effort. So yan yung total equity. So $31,298 of the total debt over $118,980. So anong ibig sabihin? So we can get the total debt and equity ratio of 0.26. So this 0.26 indicate the debt to equity ratio of 0.26 indicate that the club has $0.26 in debt for every one equity. So its low ratio suggests conversion of use of debt and strong equity financing. So anong ibig sabihin? So maganda, mas marami pa yung hindi masyadong malaki yung utang, so yung mas mataas yung equity or yung nilabas na pera ng owner or the university. So next we have the interest coverage ratio. So the interest coverage ratio before earning before interest and tax over interest expense. So we have the 4,778 over the 0. So 0 because they have no interest expense. So the interpretation, 0 is equals to infinity. Since the interest expense is 0, the interest coverage ratio theoretically is infinite. So walang hangganan. So this indicates that the club has no interest burden and can easily cover its interest obligation. Last part, we have the profitability ratio. So yung tinitingnan dito is the profitable, if gaano ba ka-profitable yung isang business mo or anong status ng business mo, if profitable ba siya o hindi. So the gross profit margin is equals to the gross income over the total operating revenue. So the gross income, we have the 117,626 over 294,000 or 64. So if i-divide natin to, and we can get 0.40 gross profit margin. So anong ibig sabihin? So the gross profit margin of 0.40 means the club retained $0.40 from each dollar sales from covering the cost of goods sold. So this healthy margin suggests efficient cost of management in the production or the service delivery. So ibig sabihin yan, maganda yung profit margin, so efficient siya in cost management production sa production or service delivery. Next, we have the net profit margin is equals to the net income over the total operating revenue. So the net income, we have the $5,000 over the total operating revenue of 294,064. So makukuha natin yung 0.024 net profit margin. So dito dito tayo nagkatalo because the net profit margin of 0.02 indicates that the club retained only 0.02 for each dollar after all expense. This low margin suggests high operating expense relative to revenue. So ibig sabihin nito, yung problema ng University Regina, nakikita natin dito sa net profit margin. Malaki nga yung gross, malaki nga. So wala siyang medyo hindi malaki yung utang niya. Pero the net profit, yung profit niya is very low. So low margin profit suggests high operating expense. So malaki yung gastos niya sa operation. So yan. So dito pa lang natin, if mag-dissect tayo ng business, nakikita natin na dito yung problema. So all in all, nakita natin yung problema ng University Regina is nandito sa net profit margin. Malaki gastos nila, maliit yung revenue. So all in all, we will get the summary. So the University of Regina Club demonstrate strong liquidity and efficient receivable management. The club use of asset to generate revenue is effective and indicate to the total asset turnover. The inventory management is efficient with the reasonable inventory turnover and days in inventory. So the club has a low level of debt. So medyo mababa yung utang. So ensure financial stability and low financial risk. So despite a healthy gross profit margin, so mataas yung profit margin niya, the net profit margin is low due to high operating expense. Meaning, mataas yung cost or gastos. So, okay. Then, conclusion. So, the University of Regina is financial stable with strong liquidity and efficient asset and receivable management. However, the club faces challenges in maintaining profitability due to high operating expense. So, kaya nga dito sila nagtatalo. Paano? Akala mo malaki yung profit mo pero malaki din yung binabayaran mo. So, there is a need to address this expense to improve overall financial health of the club. So, kaya nga in conclusion, dapat ito natin ma-address. So, our recommendation, so we recommended that increase membership and revenue. So, implement target market campaign to attract new members, explore new revenue stream such as offering additional service or hosting events. So, yun nga, yung mag-offer tayo ng additional services or hosting event from kasal, from binyag, so another events. Then, cost management. Conduct a detailed review of operating expense to identify the area of cost of savings, negotiate better terms with supplier to reduce the cost of goods sold. And the third is the operational efficiency. So, improve inventory management practices due to reduce holding costs and implement technology solution to streamline operation and reduce administrative costs. So, ito. And lastly, we have the financial planning. So, develop a comprehensive financial plan that include budget and forecast to better manage expenses and plan for future growth. So, kung hire sila ng consultant or anything na makakatulong sa kanila, then monitor financial performance regularly to ensure the align with financial goals. So, all in all, maganda naman yung takbo ng University Regina. Kaso lang, doon lang sila is malaki yung gastos or operational cost nila. So, doon lang dapat ma-solve natin. With this recommendation we have, so I think the University of Regina can earn and make profitable. So, all in all, thank you in behalf of me, yours truly, Robinson Nakabal, and Rana Mitinda, my partner. We have this opportunity to give the ideas or to review the financial statement and financial analysis of the University of Regina. So, okay, so thank you and congratulations, and we love to hear your question.